He travels through what many think is the world between worlds, and well, I'll explain more of that in a full video covering the full comic. But as he's going through this world, or what I like to call the echoes of time itself, he comes across one of the first things that he sees: his mother. But she's younger, and she's pregnant with him. The words echo through the planet: "There was no father," which is what she told Qui-Gon Jinn when they met and discussed Anakin. Quickly, from behind her, Palpatine appears as a Force ghost almost, alluding to the fact that he was manipulating the Force around her, either from afar or using some sort of Sith magic to conceal himself from her. Maybe he was doing this in her sleep, who knows? What we do see is inside her belly, and that is the conception of the Chosen One. A swirl, almost like a galaxy of energy being generated, being created, conceived. And through the pages, the words echo around him: unnatural, the Chosen One. Now, could this be someone saying the Chosen One's birth was unnatural? Or, since we know it's a place that echoes words that have already been said, where else have we heard the word unnatural before? That's right, when Palpatine was explaining the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise, alluding back to that moment in the opera and then to his conception in his mother's womb. Now, the end of the comic has Sidious telling Vader that just about everything in this world is a lie, but what we just saw wasn't really from this world. So it makes me a little confused if what he just saw was really what happened or just a fabrication. If you ask me, I'm going with it. I think this is the real case. Now that we've seen it told in canon, it aligns perfectly with Legends as well, as I've covered the Legends aspect in videos too, where Sidious says in the unedited script of The Revenge of the Sith that he was the one who manipulated the midichlorians to create life. This can all be found in the book The Making of Revenge of the Sith. I think this is it, guys. I don't know, Sidious, I think, really made Anakin. Now, in the Legends novel Darth Plagueis, Plagueis tried to make this ultimate Sith out of the dark side. However, the Force retaliated and created Anakin to bring balance to the light and the dark. Now, I should say Darth Plagueis wasn't written by George Lucas, it was just approved by the Lucasfilm group. So I'm gonna go with the unedited version of The Revenge of the Sith, which is what George wrote, saying that Palpatine was the father. And now we get it in canon that Palpatine, well, looks like conceived Anakin.